In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 fact about Hitman 3. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. Hitman 3 is no exception to the Hitman franchise's tradition of allowing players to choose their own tactics for achieving their objectives. With so many options, it's conceivable that many players will play the game without understanding. There are gameplay alternatives they didn't know about. Some of the information in this page will be familiar to some players, but there are likely to be a few entries below that will reveal game secrets or gameplay possibilities that many people are unaware of. Here's a list of the top 10 fact about Hitman 3. Let's start. Number 10. Unarmed zoom in. Players can aim their presently held weapon by pressing and holding a button, like in many similar games. The player's perspective of the targeted area is frequently zoomed in. This zooming in is possible in Hitman 3, but only if you are not carrying a weapon. This has a two-fold effect. To begin, it zooms in on the selected region to provide a better perspective for players. This, however, raises the amount of everything in the targeted area. When you want to eavesdrop on a conversation and pick up some vital information, this is really handy. Number 9. Holding down the subdue button. Subduing someone is one of the most common ways to eliminate somebody in Hitman 3 or any other game in the series. This is accomplished by approaching the chosen victim without being observed. When you approach close enough to the target, an indication appears, instructing you to push the designated button to commence the subdue takedown. The subdue button can be held down as you approach your victim, which many players are unaware of. The action is immediately performed whenever you arrive within range for a subduel. Number 8. Windows. Fans of the Assassin's Creed games will be familiar with the concept of hiding outside a window and killing the victim by pulling them through it. This is also possible in Hitman 3. When viewing through a window, though, gamers have alternative options. Guns, which aren't always the best weapon choice in this game, can be fired through windows with some obscurity. Players can also use windows to locate other routes to a destination, which is very useful in Dubai. Number 7. Eliminate everyone. Players will generally strive to engage adversaries only when absolutely required, and only if eliminating a target would help 47 progress through a level. It is possible, though, to eliminate everyone on a level. The sheer quantity of people on various levels makes it appear impossible to complete this duty. To begin with, where are you going to put all of those bodies? It is possible, but be prepared to play for several hours and put your patience to the test. Number 6. Stash multiple bodies. Previous Hitman games only allowed players to store one body in specific areas, such as a closet. This formula has been altered in Hitman 3, and several bodies can now be stored in these regions. The prospect of bringing a body into an unguarded place, in search of an empty stash spot is no longer a concern. Players who are new to the Hitman series may not have been aware of this restriction in earlier games. Fans of the earlier Hitman games may not have even considered stashing many bodies in one stash place when playing the latest iteration. Number 5. Crouching throw. Every Hitman game player is surely aware that throwing objects from a crouched position is possible. That isn't, for the most part, the point of this entry. Throwing an object when crouched has a much faster animation than throwing an object while standing, which some players may not have realized while playing. This split-second alteration in the throwing animations, like holding down the subdue button. Number 4. Additional dialogue. When it comes to the Hitman games, every second matters, when it comes to subduing or eliminating targets. As a result, when confronted with an opponent, most players are fast to pull the trigger or complete the process of subduing them. However, if a player waits long enough, they will hear more communication from their target. When someone is held at gunpoint or in a headlock, they are more likely to start talking. Occasionally, 47 is able to elicit useful information from a victim by doing so. Number 3. Save scumming. Save scumming isn't a new concept in gaming. This is the practice of saving before attempting something in-game for the uninformed. You simply reload and try again if you fail. In Hitman 3, save scumming comes in handy for more than just retrying a botched attack. There are a number of achievements to complete at each level, some of which are stated and others of which are not. It can be tough to complete all of these accomplishments in a single playthrough of a level. A player can complete these feats without having to replay. Number 2. QR code. This is a really cool entry. There are QR codes in Hitman 3 that Agent 47 can scan using his camera. These serve a range of purposes. Some are used to obtain achievements, while others have more useful in-game functions. In the game, there is one QR code that has real-world results. A patient with a QR code tattooed on the back of his head is in a washroom on the top level of a Chongqing testing lab. 47 should photograph this code using his camera. Now take out your phone and scan the QR code in this image with it. This will direct gamers to a website with a picture of some of Hitman 3's developers. Number 1. Secret Ending. The player must strive to eliminate Arthur Edwards in the final level, Carpathian Mountains. This can be accomplished in a variety of ways. One of these options is to employ the memory erasing serum that 47 can obtain on Arthur. 47 passes out and wakes up in a padded cell as a result of this. This scenario from the first Hitman game will be familiar to fans of the series. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.